Does that give any special properties, or is it just a nice cape?
It's a very nice cape. If you want, I'll give you 1 armor.
Nah. It's a nice cape.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll go and try and see Lord. I'll try and go see Lord Dace.
Yep.
So I want to try and negotiate a way that they can get us out of the contract for 6 months.
Okay. So
It's 5 more months of payment we could get.
you go to Bonus Dace, and this is like a day later after you spoke. And he says, "Oh, my friends, it is good to see you. What can I help you with? I forgot what my voice was. We'll just go with this one."
I'm wondering if you can help us with the contract we have with Turin.
Is there something wrong with that contract?
Yes, apparently it's 6 months long, non-negotiable, and we need to be somewhere in a month or so.
Where do you need to be exactly?
Orlais.
Why are you going to Orlais?
We have to find a man for the tier of Haiva.
Wait, so you're working for another... Yeah, he mentioned this. You're working for other groups at the same time as us.
Just 2 or 3.
But why'd you sign the contract then?
Because I didn't realize, or we didn't realize that it was 6 months. We thought it was only for the one time.
Didn't you read the contract?
Apparently not.
Oh, that's your problem then. I don't know how I can help you. I mean, you signed your names. And besides, why would I let you go? You guys did good work, and I wouldn't mind using you again.
Marish just kicks the ground and says, fine.
Hey, don't be so glum. It's not too bad out there. You survived the deep roads where most would die.
I'm going to have like no tan when I go back to the surface. Not even going to be able to see properly.
You'll be alright, kid.
Fine. Alright.
Good try.
Oh yeah, do you know anything about Animal Breaker? We're hunting for artifacts now.
Good, you did agree that you'd get to research their artifacts.
Well, that name actually sounds interesting. Here, in the, we do have a records office that's down the hall over here. He points to a different area. And he says, yeah, check out that. Talk to the librarian there. There's records on multiple artifacts. I'm sure you can find anything specifically about that if you're looking for it.
Sure. Thank you.
All right, not a problem.
No good. That's all.
Okay, so you're going to go look into the artifacts?
Yep. 6 months of researching.
What are you doing, Warren? What are you doing?
I was doing some bookkeeping here. We have the 2 green potions and the journeyman ruin to identify.
Ah. Okay. Let me see. I got a roll for that. We'll just use the Legionnaire.
Okay. I think we tried to identify the rune before, but did not succeed. Oh, they're much smarter than we are.
Oh, for one of them. They are able to identify the. They're actually able to identify it all. It's a journeyman rune of striking.
Of striking. Okay.
Which I believe is like an extra +2 or +3 on top of the an item for damage or whatever, or attack. I forget which one it is.
For something, look it up. I'm just going to mark that down for right now. Good to know.
The potions are both poisonous vials of what look like deathroot extract.
Ooh, well, that's kind of nasty. Is there any legit way I can get rid of this or sell it off?
Oh yeah, they'll buy it off you.
Okay, cool. How much are they going to buy it off me?
Each vial is small enough; they'll give you like 3 silvers a piece.
Okay, so that's like 6. I'm just gonna straight pocket that. 82. Boop. That's not enough to even bother reporting back with. All right. So I have 2 ruins here. I got striking, I got novice, and I also have paralysis. Paralysis currently in the Morning Star, and trading that out costs money, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm probably just gonna stick with paralysis. I think I'll actually sell off slowness and striking.
All right. If you sell them both off, give me a second. Actually, I gotta think. How much would they be? It's a novice slowness.
Yeah, a novice slowness and a journeyman striking. Actually, journeyman striking might be really good, and I'm just throwing it away.
Excuse me. For the journeyman rune, you can get at least 1.5 sovereigns for it,
All right.
and the slowness rune, you can get like a full sovereign.
Okay, so that's 2.5 sovereigns.
Mm-hmm.
2.5 divided by 4. That not actually. Oh, I did. I see what I did there. All right, so that is 6 silvers and 2 coppers for everyone.
All right.
And the overflow is going to be exactly 1 more copper. Okay. So there we go. Sold that off because we're not immediately using it. No one else except Whirlin is probably going to use any of them. I'm going to get rid of this info. There we go. They are sold off. Let's see. Training up Snappy and having fun with Boo. What else is here that is interesting? Oh, I also have this cold iron one here.
You can get 60 silver for it.
60 for the cold iron one?
60 silver.
Right. And it is 10 silver per sovereign, right?
No, it should be. Oh, maybe I'm doing it wrong. I thought it was 100.
This is a very important question because that may or may not change the amount of stuff everyone got.
I'm pretty sure it's like 100 silver into a sovereign, like 90. Hold on one second. I gotta check now.
This requires a look. This is very important. I'm checking currency here. 1 gold, 100 silver. Actually, yes, you are correct.
Yes.
All right, so instead of 6 silver, that was 62 silver.
Yes.
All right, that greatly changes that. So if you gave yourself 6, then give yourself an extra 56. Oh, that requires math now.
Sorry.
No, I completely forgot myself. At least everything else so far has been in silver and made it easier. But in which case, so 60 silver now is just silver, so at least we don't have to worry about that. That's another 15 silver for everyone. 50, 60, 159. There we go. Cool. Swimming in a lot of silver from selling off a lot of stuff. So let's get rid of cold iron. Okay. And I sold off all of the weapons. And that's a good bit of inventory so far. Morningstar +1 rune slot. There we go. All right, now comes the question, what am I doing with 6 months?
That's a valid question.
All right.
Well, Marius, are you actually researching?
Yeah.
Okay, can you please do a cunning roll for it?
Would it be historical lore or?
It would actually require research.
Yeah.
There is a research focus, so cunning research. I don't think you have that focus, though.
No.
That's actually pretty good. You actually do find some good notes on multiple artifacts, specifically for Anvil Breaker. You do know that it is a small by dwarven standards, but cheaper enough. Cheap enough. It's not cheap enough. Large enough where it would look like almost like a two-handed maul in the hands of like maybe a regular person. And it is a magical weapon that was used by paragons from the past. Paragon Caradin, Paragon Seuss, Paragon Marken. It was supposedly created by one of the major dwarves in like the whole Paragon pantheon, Endrin Godhammer, or whatever the heck his name is. And the names don't really mean anything to you. But what's interesting is that it is supposedly in Kal Heral where it was lost. And that the last known sighting of it was hundreds of years ago. In an antechamber that was in Kal Heral. Now, it points out that the antechamber is, also gives you like a mini map to it. From where you are, it would be where the number 5 is.
Yeah.
And you check out that area. It's already been cleared out. There's now they're using like this area and like the little chamber here as like a storage spot. So there's nothing in there. But what's interesting is, at least as far as you can see, you can roll a perception if you want. Oh shit! Use those stun points.
Use stunt points, find Anvil Breaker.
You're not getting it that easily.
So I'm gonna do. That makes me wonder.
Any others? You got 6.
And object of attention.
Ah. You notice something like there's like a loose brick like very hard to see because it's usually like, you know, this isn't like the most well lit area in this entire Tig. But you do find like a loose brick or two that's like near the bottom of like the stone floors. You find a lot of things you find behind loose bricks.
I'll try and remove the loose brick.
The fact that you're counting scares me. Would you rather I say you find it in a barrel? I don't know. Because the brick makes more sense.
100-year barrel. 100-year-old barrel, just like, oh yeah, we just put all our important stuff in the artifact barrel.
I mean, inside the brick you find a barrel. No. Found the most open whole setting in some trash in the sewer. So, I mean, to be fair, the circumstances. You actually find the you don't find Anvil Breaker in this where the brick is, but you do find what looks like scraps of notes, as well as a key.
Can I understand the notes?
The notes are on the back of the brick is the map to Anvil Breaker. No, there is not. The notes look like scraps. Like there's no like real writing on them, but it looks like it was something that was wrapped, that was like shredded away. And you do notice the key. The key actually is what strikes your mind. It is brand new, or relatively new as far as you can tell, because it's like polished brass. And it has a crest on it.
Have I seen the crest before?
Yes, it looks like almost like griffin wings on the crest of the key. And that makes you think about the Grey Wardens.
Yeah. I'll put the key in my pocket and then go ask the library attendants if any Grey Wardens have been here recently.
The attendant, she says, well, yeah, there are, sometimes they come from time to time from Port Amaranthine. It's sort of their keep, really, here in this part of Ferelden, apparently.
Mm,
Some of them actually even are helping with the sponsorship and clearing out of areas in the deep roads.
cool. Do they come through here often, or like regular?
I see
More
them every so
regular?
often. I wouldn't say regular, no. Every so often, like maybe once a week, you usually get a warden or two. There's about
Okay.
there's at least like a dozen or so wardens and recruits and their own knights and things like that over at the Amaranthine Fort. You know, so I mean, if you're really interested, why you need to speak to the wardens about something?
I just walk off.
What a rude man! Looks like a second human.
I go find Dwellin.
Find
And
Whirlin as he's shopping.
Yeah, Whirling's just like counting money. It's like 1, 2, 3. Oh, good that you're here, Marius. I was going to deliver you your share here from all the sales I've been doing.
cool. Money, not that important. We need to find the wardens.
Well, that shouldn't be hard to find, right? They kind of stick out, don't they?
I think we need to find someone important though, because
It's always somebody important.
I sneakily show the key to Dwellin. I found a key.
Okay, cool. You found like this weird rusted key. Okay.
Well, it's actually brand new.
Yeah,
But
it's relatively new. It's not rusted at all.
Yeah.
Oh.
But while researching Anvil Breaker, it led me to a secret hidden compartment here, and that's where I found the key. So I think this has something to do with Anvil Breaker.
Oh, okay. I guess that kind of adds up. So, I mean, this is like a way into the deep roads. Like, if we wait around long enough, a gray warden or two is going to walk by, right?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if they're going to know what's
Hmm.
what. Maybe we need to go to the keep. But that would mean going to the surface, which would mean breaking the contract.
Oh, you mean like going on a journey away from the keep here, from our keep?
Yeah,
Yes.
from the dwarven
Okay.
keep.
Okay. I mean, I guess you could always talk to Turn and see if he'd let you off for a couple of weeks to go do something. Maybe go have a talk with them. You're mostly doing research these days anyway, right?
Yeah,
So, I mean, that shouldn't be too bad. You wander off, the rest of us stay here. I'm planning on looking around for some of the things that you may have found via your research. Start there. That means I guess I'm doing all the heavy lifting.
yeah. I don't even know where Mosca is. I don't even know if he's actually here with us. He could have just wandered off.
I have a way of delivering things to him. It's how I keep giving him this, and like shakes like a bag of silver.
I see, so he just steals our money and runs off.
He does more than that.
Does he?
Uh, well, I'd say he could make his own case here, but, well, he's not hanging around right now.
Alright, well, enjoy your shopping.
I will. This is always fun. 1, 2, 3. He goes back to counting.
I guess I go try and see Torghast.
Who the hell is Torghast?
Turin, whatever his name is.
Torgraph.
Torgrath. Yeah.
Well, you don't have to actually, because as you two were finishing talking and whatnot, Ronus comes by to you and it says, "Oh, gentlemen, it's good to see you."
Oh, wait, you say Ronus?
Ronus Dace.
Ah, okay. Oh, hello, Mr. Sir Dace. Which honorific is it? I don't remember. Hi.
He smiles and he says, "Just Master Dace is just fine." Now,
Okay.
we've come to an agreement. Apparently, your contracts have been bought out.
Oh.
But by who?
Well, I think he means himself.
Well, no, we one of your I guess one of your band was able to negotiate out of the contract. So we've paid us. They paid us as well as services rendered, as well as artifacts you have found. Yes. So your contract with us is now complete. You actually are free to leave, like you wished to go to Orlais. I would ask if you please leave by tonight.
Who exactly bought us out?
I couldn't really get a good look at the fella. He was dressed head to toe, and that's about it.
And Whirlwind will just cross his arms and look very smug and go, and you said he never does anything.
But how did he buy it? How much was the contract worth?
You should never have doubted him.
Well, it really would have been 200. It was originally around 300 sovereigns to buy out a contract of this size. But, well, the golem, as well as some of the other runes and things you found, apparently, in the deep roads, we were able to negotiate it down to really just a paltry sum of about 60 sovereigns.
Okay.
Well, mighty generous, I suppose. I
Hmm.
guess that does free us up then, Murray. It's just like we wanted.
Does the blank memory crystal is that included in those artifacts?
No.
So we can have the Blake memory crystal?
Oh, no. We're keeping that. You're free to go, though.
Marius just scowling now.
What do you think, Wellen?
Whirlin is actually going. The gears are turning in his head now, and he goes, "You know what? Yeah, I don't think it was really that important after all. I think we can just leave without it. I think if we actually go talk with the Grey Wardens, we'll actually get what we're really after. After all."
Oh,
Well, I
You're
wish
right,
you luck.
Marius.
I'm going to leave now. If you do wish to come back and negotiate a new contract for work, you're always more than welcome to. Your work has been quite useful and has definitely given us a good advantage in this endeavor.
Oh, well, thank you. That's really nice to hear. I was honestly looking forward to working for all of you for a while longer, but, well, I guess I'll just have to come back another time.
That's all right. And if you do, we'll be here at least for another couple of months.
Well, I hope you don't just give up the place. Joke, laugh.
One of the you see an attendant come running to the to Ronus. He says, "Are you sure?" They start whispering. You guys can do a perception hearing if you want.
Whirlin's not going to. He's packing up his stuff and leaving immediately at that.
Marius, you could swear you hear the attendant going to Ronus. Sir, I think somebody took the control rod. I don't know where it is. It looks like it's been misplaced.
you're talking about the control rod that we found that tied to an active golem.
Ronus says, "Oh, don't worry about that. We'll figure it out. It's probably just one of the somebody from the lower caste probably just put it somewhere, and they'll be severely punished when we find it."
I'm sure it's only misplaced.
Yes. Sir, there's other things, and excuse me. And Ronus walks away with the little fella.
Once they're out and a little bit out of earshot, Whirlwind is just going to look over at Marius, give him a very serious look, and go, "Now."
Let's go now.
Dragging Rodin's unconscious body with us along the way, and we're out of there. I just
And
got
the three of you leave.
Very quickly.
Just as planned. All just as planned. All right.
Are you sure about that?
Yes and no. But I think once we're leaving, I don't even care which road we're going out on. Probably the east, I think, is towards the tower, right?
No, we need to go to Amaranthine.
Where's Amaranthine then? Just to clarify.
Near Hiver, I'm pretty sure.
I ever gotta zoom in on map, explore. Too many places. Actually, I have no idea.
Or was it? It might not be. Actually, it's not that far from where we are at the moment. I don't think.
I think at the very least, once we're out on the road, we're just gonna go, Mosca, I know you're around here. You definitely have it, don't you? The crystal. Well, the memory one.
I'm laughing
Oh,
for
you
different
did
reasons.
this,
That's why.
and I have to say, you're a genius and brilliant, and definitely the best thief I have ever barely remembered.
Musk.
Muska holds 2 rods that look generally the same.
Not the rods, the memory crystal.
Right. Not the control rods, no.
Yeah, you also have the memory crystal because with your massive roll that you gave me, you did get that too.
Okay, so it is there. It's like the rods are hilarious. Don't get me wrong, but that thing is important. But God, now we're in an even worse dilemma actually, because now we have this, and we need a shape rate.
Or we need to find.
Roll a cunning.
Oh right, gotta open my character sheet again. Boop. 9.
Yeah, you need a shape rate.
Maybe they won't know the difference.
I mean, we could just find a master dwarven smith. They may know how to do it.
Maybe, but then that's gonna cost money, and we didn't actually do work there. You stole the gold again, right? Wait, no, I don't think you ever told us that you stole the gold. Never mind. Forget I said that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Gosh,
true.
if we spent all that money, then if we didn't get any from working, or at least I spent all mine. Waves mace. Gosh, how are we gonna pay someone to do that kind of work?
Well, you are. I think you are true though. The contract doesn't state that it has to be a complete memory crystal.
Maybe it'll be fine.
Maybe we just get half payment for that one. But I mean, that's fine.
All right. Well, I mean, at least this is a step in the right direction, if nothing else. And honestly, great job, Mosca. I knew I could count on you.
Yeah, never doubted you.
Crosses arms. Oh, really?
I got a fire alarm going off now. What the fuck?
All right. Go take care of that. I'm actually going to go ahead and be right back myself. I need to get a couple things.
Hello. Good news, the house is not on fire. Bad news, the house is really smoky right now. They the minute they come home, my parents, they're cooking dinner for the dinner that they just announced we're having. And now they have like these 2 thick sausages that are on like a plate that they put in the oven that apparently is just smoke billowing out of right now. I don't even eat sausage.
Right. I'm back. So, Mosca just stole the fire alarm. What's up?
I saw that too. He well, Mosca has the control rods. You notice he also has several runes, and
Several.
yeah, and a lot of gold. I don't know if he shares that with you, as well as the crystal.
Yeah. I guess that would be the decent question. What is Mosca sharing?
I will let Mosca figure that out.
Because I imagine we probably have to actually examine the rune. Just the crystal. Okay, yeah,
Yes,
that's fine.
correct. Okay.
All right. So Marius, you said Grey Wardens, huh?
Yep. Let's go to the local keep.
Come on, Snappy.
I don't know. Snappy understands you.
We have a close bond, don't we, Snappy?
As it nibbles your thing.
Aw, he's so cute. All right.
So you head to the Grey Wardens.
That seems
Yep.
to be the plan. I
So
guess this is your show. You know what you need to do.
It'll take like about 2 to 3 days to get to the city of Amaranthine. Another half a day from there to Vigil Keep, where the wardens actually are. That's like their main stronghold is Vigil Keep. So where are you going? Vigil Keep?
Vigil keep.
All right. As you approach it, you do notice that there are people going in and out mostly, and there is like a garrison there. Very small garrison, however. Several like regular, like if you had to guess, like regular guards and soldiers from the nearby town of Amaranthine. But you are stopped at the front of the gate by a fellow wearing full plate armor, and you notice like that griffin insignia on them, and he says, "Can I help you?"
Is the keep commander available to speak?
The warden commander of this region is available to speak. However, they are not just taking in any random off the street. What's your business?
I'm looking for a. What are we looking for, Willen?
I don't know. This is your idea.
God.
Oh God!
All right.
In the nearby dwarven Thai casserole, I was looking into the anvil breaker, and I found some documents pertaining to Great Wardens, and I was wondering if the Warden Commander had any information that I could gain from talking to her. Him, her,
Never.
they, them.
She is. She is here. You said anvil breaker, huh?
Yes.
Hmm. All right, come on in, but mind yourselves. We don't have that many guests here today.
Better than prisoners.
All right.
It's
Let's go
really
to talk.
just the three. It's the three of you with Moscow, I assume, doing his thing.
Yeah. That
Okay.
seems right.
All right, so the three of you now have entered Vigil Keep, and it's interesting. The keep looks like it's been like struck and like old and whatnot, but it looks pretty pristine, all things considered. The walls are fresh stone masonry. You see a larder house out in the front yard, and you see training dummies and people practicing and drilling. Weapons, fighting hand to hand, archery ranges. You notice at least a couple of them are just wearing like whatever bits of armor they have. Perhaps maybe recruits or training in general. Others are wearing what looks like the warden armor, where you see like this silvery get up, usually in heavy plate, but some lighter mails as well. With dyed blue, with the griffin crest around them. Seems to be about a dozen or so people with that warden armor, or versions of it, and like at least another 20 that are not wearing it. And that's just the courtyard.
Sounds very
As
active.
you, oh yes, they're drilling. And as you walk into the, I guess the main hall of the keep, you're taken to a grand staircase where upwards to it you get into what looks like a very large throne room. The floors are marbled and of really good decorative quality. A large tapestry in the back with a griffin adorned, a silver griffin adorned in a blue background, kind of looms over you, almost like it's a predator looking at prey. You notice in the far, nobody's sitting on the throne currently, but you do notice in the far corner there seems to be a few tables with candlelight kind of shining the area here. The wardens, as they let you in, they ask you to please peace tie your weapons before you go in any further into the chambers, as you see this.
Okay, Orlin does this. He doesn't have any problem. Or Marius has anything to peace tie.
Not really.
I mean, they're not dumb. They know you're mages as well. They wish you to also make sure your staves are not active. Let's put it that way.
And make sure my stuff is not glowing.
You know what? This staff is honestly a stick. I'll just leave it here at the door and come get it when I'm on my way out.
Okay. Eventually, as you see a couple of wardens standing guard, you have two people come out. One, a female who is dressed in like really good regalia, and a older looking gray-haired man who is wearing very rich, very like stylish clothing. And I didn't prepare tokens, sadly, but I'm gonna have to make them up in a bit. The woman turns to you all, and she says, "Oh, gentlemen, I've been instructed that you are here inquiring about some artifact of some kind."
Yes, the anvil breaker.
I guess more particularly, my friend here says that he's researched some things and has learned something of importance to the Grey Wardens.
Well, that the Grey Wardens are involved.
Warden Commander Belinda at your service.
Belinda, nice to meet you.
Marius, Titus,
Yeah.
Altus of Tevinter.
Orlin, hi, nice to meet you.
Let me guess, you're the help?
No.
I help more than he does sometimes.
I mean, he was probably someone's help, but he's no one's help right now, so.
I mean, no offense, of course. But yes, please. So you see, like, the woman, you notice her act, roll a, cunning cultural lore.
13, hey.
Her accent is vaguely Orlesian. Which you find striking and unusual. Like, why would there be an Orlesian commander in Ferelden?
Good question, actually. But here they are.
So she says to you, well, what is it that you're looking for this anvil breaker, you said? Why are you inquiring about it exactly?
Finding it for interested parties.
That's incredibly vague. And these interested parties are exactly who?
I gotta remember what the name was.
They come out.
What was the name of the people who are actually hiring us? I gotta remember that. It's been so long.
They come
Lords of
from
Fortune. There we go.
Oh,
The Lords of Fortune are the ones that hired you. They're trying to pick out the artifacts for other people.
Right. So I guess the honest thing to say would be we're under contract with the Lords of Fortune.
Ah, Lords of Fortune. I know them very well.
We're not going to steal from you. Just to get that out there.
Why would you say that out loud?
Because last time we told people we were Lords of Fortune, we almost got arrested. So
The man who, the man then interrupts, says, if you were really planning on stealing from the wardens, you would have already been in the stockades.
Right. Really kind of not the thing that we plan to do. In fact, I don't like stealing.
Very noble indeed. So you seek this item because of a contract you have. And why did you come here?
because researching in Kalsharok, I found evidence that the Grey Wardens may know where it is, or at least be aware of its existence.
It's the warden pre-armor. Oh, you bastard. There is no blood dragon armor here, sadly. Know of its existence, eh?
Oh, sure.
And you think the item is here?
Not here, just that Grey Wardens may have knowledge, and I'll just show the key that I found.
She actually looks wide-eyed at that. And she says, where did you get that?
In a hidden compartment in Kalsharok. It seemed oddly new for something that's been missing for a few centuries.
She actually thinks for a moment, and she says, perhaps you should come with me.
Sure.
And
Okay.
she says, Seneschal Varol, can you please summon Master Felix? And the guy that's been with you for the entire time, he nods and just walks off. She says, I just would. So she brings you into like what looks like a more private area in the throne room area here, like somewhere like looks like almost like a business room if you had any like way of describing it. Like there's a large table made out of nice wood, carved chairs, tapestries all over. It looks like maybe almost a war room if you had to guess, because there's even maps on the table. Most of the maps look like maps of Ferelden, just from a cursory glance.
Makes sense, and I bet if we look closely, they probably have markings for like the various deep roads that they explore.
You do see maps that look like they might be deep road areas and whatnot. Yes.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
She says, "You know, I've only been the leader of this keep for a few years now. The previous warden commander, they left some time ago. But what's interesting is that they left me this, and she out of her pocket she pulls out a key that looks exact."
Do you know where it
2 keys to the same
opens?
place?
Yeah. Do you know what it opens?
Oh yes, it opens the vault that we have downstairs in the basement. It's apparently a special key that goes into there. But what's interesting is that there are multiple doors, multiple vaults. Mine only works for a single room.
May I test my key?
That's why I'm getting the warden, the warden constable to come with us, because they're the ones that are in control of the vaults downstairs.
Oh, this is great. If he just brought it here and stuffed it in a vault, that's perfect, honestly. That makes it so easy.
Yes, but you
yeah.
do realize I cannot let you just walk away with treasures and things we have found.
Oh. Oh, that's right. Man, everything's always complicated.
Life is always about give and take.
Mm-hmm. Time to give again. So how many months of contract is this going to take?
Oh, no, we're not going to do a contract. Let's see if it's there, though.
I mean, if you want, I could trade Wellen in for
Hey!
Grey Warden conscription and take what I need.
I don't think I'm interested in needing any of that poison juice.
You don't know about that.
Oh. Okay, I didn't know that was public knowledge.
It's not. In fact, roll a cunning about what you know about the Wardens.
Oh, I apparently actually had a secret book this whole time. Prima strategy guide.
You apparently know a lot. You know about how they recruit people. They can recruit anybody you want if they think you're capable. There is a secretive ritual attached, but you don't know what the ritual is about.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people join them willingly. Sometimes they conscript, but they usually don't conscript unless if there's a desperate need.
Okay. In that case, otherwise, I just kind of know, like, they're well-respected, people are well-honored for doing so, and I'm just like, that sounds more like we're asking them for something than we're giving something.
Yes. She actually says there's only about, there's at least like 2.5 dozen, maybe 3 dozen wardens that are living out of this keep right now. We actually have no need for new recruits. We're already weeding out individuals that have come to volunteer. So no conscription is necessary, unless if you wish all to stay and volunteer.
I guess that's one option out of many.
Of
I guess it
course,
just
but I
has to
will
be a
not
friendly
force
offer
it.
like that.
Just hypothetically, if a warden was in Ferelden, would he be exempt from Ferelden laws? As in, if the tier wanted them dead, would they be protected by the wardens?
Well, yes, the wardens can supersede, and usually the Terrans would respect that.
Good to know. Good to know.
After a few moments, a young man comes in, and she says, "You summoned me, Commander." And she tells them what's going on, and she says, "Please follow me down to the vaults." As you're walking down into the, I guess into the dungeon of this keep of this castle, you pass by like what looks like different rooms and jails and things like that. Also, what looks like a forge. Through this, Belinda's saying, "Down here we keep many. We keep the works and sacred treasures of the wardens." And as she's just rambling off on this, and Felix is shaking his head. Like, why is she saying this stuff to you guys? You're all strangers. You can like steal this shit for all we know.
And Whirlin is honestly just like interested in like, wow, this is great. He's just an excited kid about all this.
Yeah. She smiles and she says, "Yes, it is quite interesting. But what's strange is that we often have separate vaults for the commanders, sort of a lasting tribute to their triumphs before they would pass or disappear or die."
Oh, so like a legacy. I see.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. I've already begun to build my own. I've been a warden for almost 15 years, and it's been an interesting legacy to be boosted as a commander in this region. But the previous warden, they didn't leave no key. I wonder if this is the actual key that they had.
Well, if nothing else,
But
it's worth a shot, right?
Why would it be in such a strange place, though?
that's a good question, unless if they left it there thinking they would come back for it.
I guess maybe he disappeared more suddenly than he thought.
The last I heard from the warden was that they were investigating something from the Circle Tower of Heraldon, and disappeared. Well, disappeared out into the Bone Wastes to the east of here, supposedly. That was the last sightings of them from Circle Mage and a Dalish. The Dalish elves apparently have information we don't. We can't contact them.
He could slip
Circle
me out
Mage
there.
was very unreliable. The Circle Mage, however, was very unreliable. Kept blabbering on about magic and proper use of it and all these other things. Anyway. Eventually, they come to the area where the vault, where a locked door is, and Felix says, "This should be it." Marius, do you have the key, or do you give it to her?
I'll give it to her.
She takes it. She, clicks on the door, and it opens. And she actually has like this own awestruck look in her eyes about this.
So this is
And
the.
Go ahead.
So is this the hero of Roden's vault? Is that what they think it is?
Is that what you think it is?
Or that I'm assuming that's what they think it is.
Yeah, you can assume that, yes. I'm trying to find something right now. There it is. You look inside. You notice there's like a lot of treasures in there. A couple of chests, filled with like what looks like clothing and weapons. You see, mounted on the walls, several items and artifacts. Staves, rings on a table. It's pretty bare for the most part, but the items in here look like they're quite valuable. Roll perceptions, please, everybody. Whirlin, use those stun points.
All right, exploration, I believe. Let's check it out. What can I do with 4? Upper hand, bonus initiative, start the fight.
Nope. Well, maybe.
Falls
You
under
never know.
maybe. Yeah, focus. I don't know anything on what to focus on. +1 to further test. Makes me wonder. What does this do anyway? I keep forgetting. Give rise to stun points, 2 tests, or no one after. Additional thing to discover using a different test.
I can allow that.
Okay. How about might? Werlin moves some boxes out of the way to reveal something that would have been inobvious.
Yes, you do that. You notice in the corner you notice an elven curved bow. Jesus Christ. You notice like an elven curved bow and what looks like a suit of ancient elven armor.
Yeah, here it is, right by the done statue, everybody. Just shift that out of this way, one-handed.
You're like mesmerized by this because this is like it's ancient. But it looks like it's almost brand new. It's made out of like this yellowish green color, like it's like gold with like nature like imbued in it.
Yeah, Whirlin is just absolutely enraptured by it. It's like, wait a second, ancestral memories, elves. Wait, I'm an elf.
Marius, in the corner, you notice this. Hold on, where is it? Marius, in the far corner, you notice what looks like a large hammer. Has like this almost like this orange tint to it, as if it's like been like made out of volcanic rock.
I will look at the hammer.
You suspect the hammer might actually be Anvil Breaker. It's like
And now we'll never know.
we're at 2.
Yep. Come on, just one more hour, you can make it.
Are you sure? What was the last thing I said? I don't know.
It's
It's
like-
like...
Oh, my fucking Roll20 just froze too now. This is great.
Mhm.
Oh wait, there it goes. It's not, it's light in color, like it's like almost like an orange hued thing, as if it's made out of volcanic rock. It's latched together by brass and bronze. And it's when you try and pick it up, it's actually very heavy to pick up.